Hello, it's Melissa Henig here with Chris King and baby Jeremiah. And I brought Chris on today because he's the enema expert, and we are going to be talking about enemas, how to do them, and answering some questions you may have.
So first, I think we should start with why. Why would you ever want to squirt a bunch of liquid into your rectum and hold it there? Melissa, why don't you say some reasons why you think that would be a good idea?
Well, I think that it would get things moving. If things are backed up, it would probably, this liquid would just shoot up and go through crevices and get toxins out and blockages out. That's my perception of an enema.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, we're a lot of times not eating a perfect diet. We're not always having perfect bowel movements. So things can get stuck up in there, and you don't have an adequate or the best possible flow that you could have. So this is helpful in times where you're feeling a little constipated. And specifically, we're talking about doing an enema in times that you're cleansing to assist with that process and helping the body to move toxins through, to move waste through, and just create a really flowing, healthy atmosphere.
Sounds like we all need that. I even find that even when I'm not cleansing, but I feel like I go to the bathroom enough every single day, and I don't actually go enough because I did an enema and a bunch more comes out. I thought I was fine.
Right, yeah, sometimes it's a cumulative effect. You know, we might be having bowel movements every day, but you might notice that they're not as complete as they have been. And I think that can have this cumulative process of buildup, which can be really nice to clear out.
Yeah.
With a big flush.
Okay, so how do we do an enema?
So we're gonna just do a little demonstration, not really, but this is one of my favorite types of enemas to use. You check it out, it's a disposable enema that are often used in hospital type situations, but you can get this online, Amazon, eBay, all sorts of different places, and they're incredibly cheap. I think we got 4 of these bags for, I don't know, $8 or something like that. So $1, $2, $3 a piece. And there's a few reasons I really like these little cheap ones, not just because they're cheap. They actually have a lot of great benefits. So we're gonna open this package up, see what's inside, and walk you through the process a little bit.
He's really watching you.
So you got some things in here that I don't really use, like this little packet of soap, so you can use that for anything else you want, but I don't really use it in the process. We've also got this little pad. You know, you could use this to sit on to help keep things nice and clean. I personally use a towel. This is there for you. And this is the main thing we're going after here, and this is the enema bag.
Okay.
And you notice it's clear, and that's one of the reasons I really like these bags, because you can see the amount of liquid that's in it, which is really important to see how much is going inside of you. They're disposable, but you can use it over and over and over again. Personally, I've used a bag like this several dozen times before throwing it away. They're really actually pretty durable, but that's just up to you how many times you want to use this. You might want to get one before doing a cleanse and then use it throughout the period of the cleanse, then throw it away. That might be an appropriate usage for you.
Good idea.
But this is the bag. Like you see, it's clear. It has a little opening in the top, which you pour the water into. It's got these little holes in the side that you hang the bag from. You've got a tube and a few features down here. This is the end that inserts into your rectum, and it has this nice little cap to keep it clean. And it comes with this weird petroleum lubricant.
I see that.
You're welcome to use that if you want. I take a Kleenex and wipe it off and use coconut oil, some jojoba oil, any sort of oil that you feel good using as a lubricant.
It's gonna be in your body.
Could also use spit. If you really want to be wild and natural with it. But it's up to you, whatever type of lubricant you want to use. I like to keep this cap and not throw that away, because I put it on just to sort of keep this tip protected and clean when the enema is not in use.
Okay.
Oh yeah, last feature here, this is really important. This is a little valve that stops and starts the flow of liquid. So, and you see it can slide to different positions. This is in the open position. So if you had it like this hanging, the liquid would be flowing through. So to close it, you just push, and as you can see, it pinches the tube and stops the flow of liquid. So, I'm gonna do a quick rundown on how this works.
Yeah.
Cool. This is another piece of equipment which isn't included in the bag, but you can make this yourself. I've used a carabiner that you can get at a hardware store or Walmart or wherever, Amazon, for $1 or $2. And this is just a piece of paracord or rope, just something strong that's not going to break. I've got a loop tied in one end. I've got the carabiner in the other. And the purpose of that, thank you, is you pop, see this has this little piece of plastic. You're just going to pop that open. So you have one side open. You're going to take one end of your cord, go through the bag, and this is what holds the bag up. Now I've got this, I've tied this at a specific length so that I would go around the shower curtain. We've also been using those pull-up bars that are really easy to put in a doorway. I'm really enjoying that. So then I can lay a towel down outside the bathroom. You know, a lot of times people do this on a bathroom floor, which is great because you're really close to the toilet, which you'll find is a nice convenience. But, you know, it's not the best feng shui to be laying there with the toilet in your face and the, you know, shower and all that crap. So I've been really enjoying having this bag hanging on the pull-up bar in the doorway of the bathroom so I can lay in the hallway outside. It's just, I feel like a lot more comfortable and visually appealing. So wherever you do it, you're going to hang this over the top. So
okay. So does this bag want to end up at a certain height?
Yeah, that's a great question. Okay. Absolutely. So I'm just pretend that my wrist here is the shower curtain bar or the pull-up bar. Mm-hmm. I'm going to wrap it around, clip the carabiner, and then the bag is going to hang perfectly that way. Now I've got this set up so that the bag will hang about 1.5 to 2 feet, 18 inches or so off the floor. It's okay. And that's really important because if you've got this bag hanging really high up near the ceiling, the water's going to come out really fast and fill your insides up too quickly. If you've got it too low and it's sitting on the ground or right next to you, it's going to be too slow and the water won't fill up as well. So you've got to get it the right height, find out what's comfortable for you. Okay. Now once you got your system all set up, you're going to fill this bag with liquid. To start out, I recommend just water, make it really simple. You can also fill this with coffee and water to do a coffee enema, which enhances the detoxifying effect because the caffeine, when it's absorbed through the rectum and through the lower intestine, reaches the liver and gallbladder the other way around, which is really nice because it's different than drinking it and that it's absorbed through our stomach acids and digestion. Right. We get really jittery and wound up. But if you absorb it the other way, it gets taken straight up into the gallbladder and liver to create a detoxifying effect. And that the caffeine actually stimulates the gallbladder to secrete more bile, which detoxifies the system and helps to clear out more of those toxins that we're trying to eliminate in a cleanse. But first, I recommend just doing water. It's simpler, it's easier, it's less messy. So you're gonna heat the water. Use some kind of water that you'd actually drink, like spring water, filtered water, deionized water, although it's probably not the best for drinking, but just something clean that you feel good putting in your body. Yeah. You're going to heat it up to room temperature or just a little bit more than room temperature, a little bit warmer. Not too warm because that will be uncomfortable, not too cold, and that will be uncomfortable as well going into your body. It's not really going to hurt you, but it just won't feel good, and it'll make the process
really
harder.
Weird. I did it once and it was way too hot.
It's a really strange sensation, and I don't recommend it. So heat some water up, just a little bit more than room temperature. Lukewarm is good. Fill this bag, pour it in through the top with a,
like a funnel?
Yeah, a funnel or a pitcher of water, just whatever is a good way for you to get water into this bag. You'll see that it has markings on it. There's 1,500 milliliters at the top, 1,000 in the middle, and 500 here. So a good sort of general amount to take into your body. It's different for everybody, but I like around 1,000 milliliters or so, so 1 liter of water. So I'd fill it all the way up to the 1,500 and then go until it goes down to the 500. It's a good way to do it. Could also fill it up to the 1,000 liter mark in the middle and then do most of it into your body. So fill your enema bag up, hang it up from the shower curtain or pull-up bar or hook or whatever you're using. So it's about 18 inches from the bottom of the floor. Put a towel down. I like to use a pillow, get comfortable. I like to lay on my back, take the tip off, and you're going to want to situate this, the stop valve, somewhere around, that's about 3 feet from the end, so that it's easy for you to reach with this end inserted. This is a great trick I really like, I figured out. Because you want to get this into your rectum about, 3 inches or so. And it's hard to know where that is when you're putting this in and you're not really looking at it. So what I like to do is grab it with my fingers at about the distance that I want to go in. And then that way, when I reach the end, I like this visual, I know that I'm in the right place. All right?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it just makes a lot of sense.
Put it in right to the fingers.
Right to the fingers, because you can't see down there. It's hard to feel so much. So it's just a good way to know that it's at the right distance. If you don't go in far enough, it can fall out, and then your coffee or water spills everywhere.
Yeah.
I haven't really found it too far. That hasn't been a problem, but you can experiment with that to see what's comfortable. Relax, take a few deep breaths, insert this end into your rectum till it's comfortable, and whenever you're ready, you can grab with the other hand, push the valve down, and start the flow of liquid.
All right.
Relax, take some deep breaths, don't watch it and worry too much, but just keep your eye on this bag and watch the liquid go down till it fills up your abdomen, about 1,000 milliliters or 1 liter. And then just relax. You can hang out there. Once it's full, you can also remove the tube from your rectum. And then just lay there, take some deep breaths, meditate. You can massage the water around.
Yeah. And this takes a little practice. Like, I really can't lay there that long. I feel like I have to poop and run to the toilet. But after a while, you can lay there a while. Yeah,
you can lay there as long as you want. I've heard of people even hanging out for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour,
Okay.
But, a couple minutes is good to start.
A beginner, yeah.
You'll probably quickly feel the need for bowel movement. That's common. You'll get cramping. I like to try and make it through a few of those cramps. And, it's just a little discomfort, but often if you make it through, you'll be able to hold it for much longer. But if you really are getting uncomfortable and feel like you need to flush it out, by all means, get up, go to the toilet, and clear the enema. Right. Which doesn't take any effort, you'll find. It all happens on its own. It's very cleansing, feels wonderful. You can lay on your side while you have the water in. You can lay on your back. You can lay on your stomach. You can even walk around. Whatever feels comfortable to you. You got to really experiment and see what works.
Right.
Then it's a great opportunity to just jump in the shower, clean yourself up. I think timing can be really important. It seems to be much more comfortable to do this after a bowel movement in the morning. So it can be nice to, if that happens for you in the
have
morning or the afternoon. I just say personally, I usually have a bowel movement in the morning. I'll get my enema ready, and then right after I can take the enema and hold it much easier. That's just what works for me, but find out what works for you.
Yeah, and then you wash the end of the tube that went up the rectum.
Yep, take some soap and water, clean this up. And I like to save this cap,
back on,
put it right back on.
and you're all done.
And I like to just, lift it up, drain all the water out, rinse it out if it was coffee. And you can just hang this up to dry somewhere, and you're good to go till next time.
Yeah, and I just personally, yesterday was cramping. My stomach wasn't feeling well, and I couldn't figure out why. I did an enema, and it was all gone. No cramps, no bloating. I felt good. So I recommend and suggest that you try one for yourself, and let us know how it works out, how you feel. Thank you.